Hey everybody, Tom Barnes here, stories from the 78 from the runway here at the Drag Experience in Chicago, RuPaul's Drag Experience right here in the Logan Square neighborhood. I'm going to talk to Pandora's Box, one of the OG queens from season 2. She's making an appearance today. We're talking about her life, her history. Walking through this space has been a fun experience to do with her. We'll get a story of how she got started and everything else from the drag experience here in Logan Square. All right, inside the workroom, I'm here with one of the OGs. I'm here with Pandora. How are you, Pandora?
Good. How are you?
I'm lovely. Do you feel at home in this space here? Just because you have been a part of this journey of this show for what? You were in season 2.
Yeah.
Here we are 18 seasons into it. Does this feel like home to you or to give you bad memories?
No, it's terrifying. When I
Okay.
first walked in, I was like, but it's really cool, excuse me, to be here and to not have to do a challenge or not worried about being eliminated or anything like that. So it's good.
So a little PTSD, if you will, of just being on a show, being on TV in front of people, that whole experience.
Yeah, I mean, that's what therapy is for. So.
Yeah, of course. So a little bit of therapy, just walking through the space, just to exercise some old demons. But do you find it fascinating that people also want to live that experience that was so hard for you to, with fans wanting to come in and experience it all? What's your take on that?
It's a mixed bag of nuts, I like to say. Like,
okay.
the show was amazing, it gave me great opportunities, and there's parts of it that are fun. There's parts of it that are stressful. But I think that any big fan of Drag Race is going to love this experience because you really get immersed in it, and this is what the workroom really looks like. This is pretty much the same size, and it's amazing for fans of the show.
This entire space is like an immersive experience where fans can walk through and experience each individual set piece.
Yeah.
You mentioned this one being about the same size. I think it is almost the exact same size as in seasons, but walk me through, if you would, just the space in general and what people can expect when they come here.
They go through the whole journey. Like, they're gonna see things about Drag Race. You see the workroom. You get to see behind the two-way mirror where they get a lot of the dishy shots from us. and then you get to go to the confessionals and you can shoot your own confessional. In the more glamorous confessional booths than they are in real life. And then there's a great editing room where you're gonna see clips that didn't make it into the show. So it's great. You can sit there with headphones and play different clips. And then you see the stage of the Snatch Game.
Which is kind of a big deal on the show, right?
Yeah, you can sit there pretend whatever character you want to be. And then you get to walk on the main stage and see where the judges are. And you get to sit where the judges are, so you can pretend you are a judge too.
So with this experience, have you been on the main stage yet where you get to walk out in front of the judges?
Yeah, I did, and that one threw me a little. I was like, oh, because there's nothing, that feeling of right when Rue's about to call your name, and you're like, oh, shit. And one time I had part of my outfit, it collapsed. It was like a big hoop skirt, and it collapsed in on itself right as she's about to introduce me. So I'm backstage trying to be like, oh my God, please work with me. And I don't know, the drag gods gave me, they helped me. They willed it to work, so it worked.
Is there a particular memory about this space that we're in now from when you were on the show that either gives you joy or gives you a little bit of that feeling of dread, I guess, in between, or anything in between there?
It does make me think how long ago it was that season 2 we shot it, and it was very exciting to be on a TV show, and RuPaul has always been an idol, and so to have RuPaul there and this close talking to me and knowing my name, I was just like, wait, she knows my name. What's happening?
How's that changed your life in terms of being on that season, going through the process, the journey, meeting other queens on the show? I imagine it's changed your life.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know that I could do drag full-time as a career, and Drag Race gave me the opportunity to do that.
And when you first started, where were you in life when you said you were, because you weren't doing it full-time, you were just doing it to what?
Yeah, I mean, I had a full-time job and drag in Rochester, New York, where I'm from. at the time it was kind of like there wasn't as many clubs, and so it was
More of a blue collar town, right?
Well, it's a little more white collar. But
Yeah, white collar. Okay.
And I don't know. I was kind of just thinking, I don't know what to do, and then I heard about Drag Race, and I was like, I'm going to be on that show. That's all I knew. But I didn't get on season 1, and I was like, well, that's not right. Fuck that show. I don't know if I can swear.
You can swear. It's fine.
Okay, fuck that show. But then I watched it, and it was amazing, and I was just being bitter. And I was like, well, if they do a season 2, I'm getting on that show. And then I did.
So what do you think stopped you from being on season 1 that got you on to season 2?
I think I did a lot of the online audition things, but I didn't really send in a full audition video. And seeing season 1, it had a very diverse group of different types of queens, which I liked. And watching it, I didn't actually see myself on it. Like, I wasn't like, oh, I should have been on this. I watched it, I was like, oh, I love all these queens. They're a great mix of characters. And I also was like, well, there's not really a big budget. And when I walked on season 2, I was like, oh, there's a budget. I'm definitely on the right season.
I imagine, though, seeing some of that storytelling and coming of age of some people that go through this process has got to be a rewarding experience when you're with all the other queens going through the entire thing and then seeing where they go afterwards.
Yeah, there is a certain bond that you have with the Drag Race sisterhood, because even if you don't know them, there is a shared experience. So as soon as you see them, you're like, girl, I know.
Does that make it more special when you get to come back and do something like this? You're here for this weekend, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And then there's like a meet and greet going on behind you.
Yeah.
So there are other queens coming in. So is it fun to come back and participate in this again when you see people that you've worked with before or been on the show before?
Yeah, it's really fun. I didn't know what to expect, and they really have done an amazing job. Like, it's definitely not like the Willy Wonka UK experience, which I don't know if anyone saw that, but that was dreadful. This is amazing from like start to finish, and you're really immersed in all of it. And yeah, and it was nice. Vita Von Teese from season 18 is here, and I had never met her before because there's also like 757 queens, which it says.
Yeah,
on the
there's
wall.
a little number, the little ticker on
in the franchise. I do not know all of them. I have not met all of them at this point. I was around when there were like 20 of us.
But that's why you're part of the OG. Like, that's why it's so important to keep telling this story, though.
Latrice and Mariah and I, we're calling ourselves legacy characters.
Absolutely.
Like, in the Marvel universe, they have the legacies. That's us.
For folks that are sitting watching this either at home or on the train going to work, and they're thinking about doing something like this, but they haven't for one reason or another, to try out, or just to do it somewhere else in general, what's your advice to them?
To do this experience or do drag?
To drag.
Oh,
yeah.
Don't do it. Just stop. Never. It's save yourself. Save yourself. Run. I don't know. Halloween's the best time to do drag. Like, a lot of people do it. You can feel the most comfortable. And if you really want to do it, just put something together. Throw a wig on. Throw a look together. If you really want to do it professionally, save money.
Save money.
It is not cheap.
And then try out for the show. Any tips or anybody who's trying out for the show?
Be yourself. Be the best version of yourself, because they'll see through the fakery and kind of know which part you're auditioning for. And by that I mean there are some archetypes that are in the show. Like, I went for the comedy angle because I thought that would get me in the show, and it did. And there's that kind of thing. So.
Yeah, you mentioned about being your authentic self, because if you're not, when they read you, then they're on the show, that whole aspect of it, they're gonna say air your dirty laundry in a playful way, but I'll air your dirty laundry. So you might as well just do it yourself and be yourself, so you don't have any of that happen.
Yeah, and honestly, the casting directors, they're gonna, like, if they're looking at your video, they're gonna see through it. And honestly, if you don't impress them within the first minute of your audition video, you're not getting on the show.
Okay, well, good notes to have. Where can people see you outside of this experience? Where can they follow you? Where can they see you doing drag wherever you do it?
Well, I'm going to be working the corner later tonight,
so
come find me. It's Valentine's Day.
Absolutely, darling.
You can go to my website at pandorabox.com. There's 2 X's in box because the extra X marks the spot. And that has like all my, I think it does. I don't know, I'm on social media too.
I'm sure
Now
it's
I was
there.
thinking, it was like, wait, no, my website needs to be updated. So sending people to the wrong place.
Instagram, I'm sure.
Instagram, at Pandora Box.
Fantastic. Well,
I'm easy to find.
well, thank you so much. I appreciate you taking time. Enjoy meeting and greeting with the fans later on today. It's got to be a fun experience.
It is, yeah, and I feel like I haven't talked a lot today because I'm like, oh God,
It's a little more. I'm sorry, I'm here in the morning.
I'm
so.
I'm sounding like a little like B. Arthur, but that could work for me today.
Yeah, well, and you know what? You get the rest of the day to ease into everything.
Yeah, perfect.
Well, thank you very much. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
All right, that is the story from the 78 here at the Drag Experience in Chicago. RuPaul's Drag Experience, tombarnishchicago@gmail.com. If you have a story from the 78 suggestion, hit me up there. Go to website storiesfromthe78.com. This is the Runway. This is where I belong. That's what I feel. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you later.